to uh, the Ape Well live. You got me, Paper Ape, as your host. We also are joined by Kaizen and OG Ty. Uh, Kaizen, you want to give a quick intro?
Yeah, hey, I'm just DJing down here in Austin and just love connecting with these guys, talking about um, different trades, different moves we're trying to make. And there's a lot going on this week. So I'm actually hopefully going to get some good advice from these guys.
And Ty, do you want to follow?
Yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, fellow DGen Ty down here in Austin. A lot going on this week for sure. Goblin Town is where we're headed if we're not already there.
Yeah, let's start off with that. I haven't been paying too much attention to it, other than like when we chatted a little bit yesterday. So, how's that been going for you?
Oh man, so it first hit my radar like probably not too long after the free mint, and well, like first things first. I don't know if you guys have seen the recent feature addition to Twitter where you can adjust your timeline. So it's like not your preferred tweets that the algo thinks you should get, and it's actually like linear. So I was fucking around with that. Long story short, terrible idea. I missed a bunch of alpha. And
Oh, shit.
So
yeah,
you're saying
right. So
stick to the algorithm.
stick with the algo. Like if it's working for you, don't change it. Um, but so long story short, like free mint, hella marketing campaign. Um, the art is obviously pretty goblin-esque, but it's
Yeah.
well done. You can't look at it after a while and say like, all right, it's not well done. The traits are hilarious, and they just put on like a master class in marketing, in my opinion, over the course of the last 2 days since they dropped the free mint, and it's a hit, man. I think the goblins are here to stay. We
Yeah.
we might we might get out of Goblin Town eventually, but we're all coming back with a little goblin.
So it says no roadmap, no Discord, no utility, CCO.
I like it.
Uh,
I like that.
yeah, this is a degen play to the max right here.
You
It
know what I
seems like
mean?
most of their communities, like I don't know, I've seen a mixed bunch of people from like crypto Twitter and NFT Twitter that
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
in it.
Like I noticed that right away. So they it was free mint. I think like most people minted out for like 0.03, 0.05. I was seeing maybe those were even some of like the very first trades. But like I noticed the same thing. It was like apes were talking about them, moonbirds were talking about them, like Loser Club was talking. Everybody was just talking about these guys, and I was like, all right, 2 in the morning. They're like zero point 0.3 right now, zero point 0.4 going up and down. Let's buy one. So I'll hit the group chat, let you guys know. World class DGen play. About 3 minutes of Twitter scrolling and research, and I just, I had the idea, had a feeling these guys were here to stay.
What'd you end up getting in at?
I got one at 0.38, and then I bought another one last night. I was trying to fuck around with the way the market was going, and I timed it just a little off, but I got another one at 0.59.
Okay, nice. Are there any like
Yeah,
rare
that's
traits
good.
that people look for on these?
Yeah, dude. So like they got some one of ones. The major DGen play would have been trying to buy this like Charizard Dragon. I think it was Bill Nasty. It was
I'm
12.
trying to find it. I want to see it.
It
Yeah.
was right there, right there. You got it, paper. So
Oh,
it
this
was
one.
12. It was like one of the only one of ones listed, and I was like, should I drop my mute in the floor and go full DGen right now and just ride or die on this sucker?
Build a nasty dragon.
You know what I mean? Look at that Charizard.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But this I held off against that.
If you're gonna get the number 3 rarity in a community that everybody knows about, 12 ETH seems like a steal.
It would have been. It was yesterday. I almost posted it in the chat for you guys just to have you guys, probably tell me no. But 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 I got back in. The traits are hilarious, man. And like that other one of one kind of looks like Aoki.
This one, I was about to say the exact same thing.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
saw that. That's a cool one.
That's sick. Yeah, I
Yeah,
stayed
man.
out because I'm bad with this kind of stuff.
I've been seeing this everywhere, and I just, man, there was one guy. I'm in a bunny chat with like Crystal Hefner and some of those guys with the apes and mutants with the bunny ears. And dude, there's this one guy in that chat that was just pumping this thing for like basically 24 hours straight. And I was like, this dude is part of this project. Like, I don't trust this guy at all. Like, why is he going on and on about these goblins? And then sure enough, the whole time the price is going straight up.
Dang.
So, dude, this guy's been trying to pump Cool Cat's milk. And like, if you see that chart, like he's telling people to buy it. It is the worst chart of any token in history. Like from when the game started, like a month ago to now, it's straight down. So this same guy is like pumping these goblins. So I was like, hell no, I don't trust him.
Dang. That's
So I missed
unfortunate.
it, man. Yeah,
Was
I
it
missed
early
it. But
though? Would you have got in pretty early when seeing that?
dude, I feel like he was pumping from like the get, like right
Okay.
after it minted. So
Yeah,
I mean,
like
yeah, I could have gotten in cheap.
same. Like they really hit my like I saw just one little post and it was from a reputable ape and I was like, okay, goblins, they're 0.05, 0.06. And then like literally by the end of that night, 2 in the morning or whatever, they were already
It was
0.
close to 1 ETH last night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it got up to like 0.7, like kind of 7 or 8 last night, and then I was watching them. They got down to 0.4 maybe, and now I was happy to wake up to 0.52 or whatever. Not too bad.
So hey, I heard there was a goblin. I listened to Yildosaurus's space last night. I made it through some of it.
Oh shit! Yield had his face.
Yeah, it was one of the craziest. This is a little bit of a sidetrack, guys, but
How did I miss this?
That sounds
dude,
like a
I
shit
should have.
show.
I was about to go to bed, and it was like 11:30, and I just finished the Mavs game, and I was bummed out. And I was like, man, let me check Twitter before I go to bed. Yield is about to start his space, and so I log onto this thing, and he is using a voice modulator, and so he sounds like he's in the witness protection program. And there's these moderators that just are basically just being like, hey, who's next? Any questions? Somebody comes up, and then Yield fields the questions. And I was about to hang up. I was like, it wasn't very good. I saw Franklin pop in the room, and then his voice modulator, either he turned it off or it broke. I don't know. And then I could hear his real voice, and then I was into it again. But they brought on this fucking goblin, and he was talking like he was a goblin. I think that's a thing that the goblins do. I was fucking dying. It was fucking hilarious. And so he's like talking to Yield in a serious way in this goblin voice. And man, it was weird.
Damn. So Yield brought a goblin up on stage.
Yeah. He was basically just, hey,
Yeah.
anybody wants to talk shit or ask me a question, like come at me.
Was it a
So-
goblin? Was it like from the team or was it a community member fucking around? Because I had a similar experience in a different spaces that like Zeneca was in.
Uh-huh.
And they brought up one of the goblins. I'm pretty sure it was on the team. And like while everybody was talking, he was playing that like music in the background. That's on like their original like little video, kind of like that dungeon music. It sounded like there was like a faucet running in the background. Like it was pretty funny. And he was just grumbling and gurgling the whole time. It was pretty hilarious.
I love when people go hard for their communities like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it reminds me of the Pudgy Penguins guy who was like, "I am my penguin is me." Like, it seems like the Goblin guys are getting really into it.
I think so. Yeah.
That's what you need for like the strong memes, though.
Oh, the
So
meme.
it's
the
gotta
meme game
happen.
is strong. Yeah, the meme game is hella strong.
Yeah, that's how you know it's probably a good buy because I'm actively fading it.
I don't know. You've been making some killer plays, man.
I'm trash with the memes. That's what any meme that I go after, just send it to 0 already.
To 0. So I'm guessing you didn't get in on MFers then.
Didn't get in on MFers. Didn't get in on Goblin Town. And then the ones that I do get in on, I mean, it'll do well for a day while it's still got momentum, and then shit hits the fan. Like
True.
Frank. I can't
Frank,
believe.
that was
Yeah.
that was that like that was a 12-hour flip of those Franks.
Yep.
Hell of a flip. But I feel like the Goblin Town, like this project is a little bit different. Like if you hit their Twitter and just check out the quality of the art on their own memes or their own posts and stuff, like they're genius in the way that it's been turned around so quick. If this wasn't planned after complete takeoff, because if anything, it's not only like a marketing masterclass, but an execution.
Yeah, straight up. They got marketing on
Yeah.
lock.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm just wondering how long it'll last.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's impossible to say, right? The man, the same guy that was floating all the hype for goblins out of the gate in this other chat, he was saying he was trying to tell everybody that it was connected, that it was Yuga Labs was the ones that created it, and then like later on, somebody else was saying it was actually the guys behind Azuki.
Oh man.
And so I don't know, man. There was just too much of that hype that I was like, man, I just don't believe either one of those. But not that it matters, but I felt that maybe that was the buzz that was pushing that pump. But I think at this point, I mean, it's got its own energy.
I think it definitely pushed it for a little bit, but it seems pretty obvious that Yuga's not behind this. And I don't know, have they announced like who the devs for this thing are?
No, unless something changed like since this morning, but no, I'm pretty sure they haven't. They've filled out like the portraits on the website are pretty much full now, so there's people on the team. Like some of those rumors are funny, like the glasses and the dog for Gaio Seri on Yuga, like you know what I mean? But no, I don't. And Goblins was in the pitch deck, so like okay, there's some fun fuel to the fire, but no, I don't think it's Yuga. No chance.
Man, I'm looking at your Charizard that you almost got, man. Dude. I don't know. I feel like I like it.
I know.
I would have told you no, man. I would have told you no for sure.
There is just something about that aesthetic, and then probably the fact that it sold for 12 ETH helps it look a little bit better too.
You know what I mean?
You know, an NFT with a floor price over 10K looks way better than an NFT that's like $500.
Hell yeah!
Yep.
With the same art.
That 9 to 12 would have been like, all right, I'll put it up. I'll go 12 to 19 for shits and giggles, and we'll see what we can do. Because that wizard sold for like 20. So,
damn. All right, so I guess we could jump into. Here, yeah, take it away.
I had one last thing I wanted to say that kind of relates to what Ty was saying about trying to make that quick move. You know, anytime you list something on the floor, especially, I don't know, certain times of day, like sometimes it'll just sit. Mm-hmm. And so the other day, man, when I picked up my third coda, I think 2 weeks ago, I had a little bit of ApeCoin left, and they had just revealed like all the traits. And so I was like, man, I need a weapon coda. And so I was like sifting through all these weapon codas and found one where it's like there's 24 of this weapon. And I was like, fuck, it was at the coda floor, the coda weapon floor. And so I had like, I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to sell these 2 dogs. And then I'm going to use my extra ApeCoin and I'm going to snag this thing. And so I listed one of the dogs. And of course, I was like super impatient. Like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, nobody bought it. And so I was like, fuck this, I need to do this now. And so I flipped over into Looks Rare, and they have those collection offers. And so there was 2 collection offers that were like 5% under the floor. So I just accepted both of them, flipped the WETH back into ETH, and then grabbed that coda. And so that's something to keep in mind. Like if you're really, you know, you take that 5-10% cut on that floor offer or collection offer, if there's something that you think is just gold, like that's a quick way to do that.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, I do that all the time because like you also get a rebate back basically in the looks
True.
rare
Yeah.
rewards. So I was doing the calculation before the other side dropped. Whenever we were talking about strategies and all that, ended up just like dumping my mutant a little bit under the floor so I could pick up a rarer one that somebody put on the floor, and then basically just
Nice.
like added the ETH difference just to
Yep.
secure that
Yep.
rare one. Because
That
then
makes sense.
yeah, and then you get the looks rare tokens back, so you can just convert those into ETH or whatever, and it evens itself out a little bit. It's kind of like how I think it was one of y'all telling me about the X2 trading fees, how there's like none on that platform right now. It just
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
guys.
saves a little bit more of that than you'd be paying on OpenSea.
Yep. And man, of course you guys were aware of that. I just never had accepted a collection offer, and so I was just like,
It's
whatever. But yeah, of
convenient
course
when
you
it's
guys are
there.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta like make sure you have some floor stuff for that. That was kind of where I got burnt, where I had kind of a mid-tier rarity
Yeah.
mutant, where it wasn't super rare, but it aesthetically looked good. And it's so hard to sell the things like that above floor. So yeah, I just ended up taking an L on that just to get out of that position.
Yep. And that's, man, that's the other reason why I'm trying to rebalance my my collection to be mostly floor items. Like I'm gonna keep 3 or 4 things that aren't floor that I really love, but otherwise I want to be able to be nimble and move it around.
Yeah, I always get stuck in the limbo there.
Yep.
But speaking of that, is there anything else that y'all bought this week? I I've been messing around with the Murakami stuff, but I kind of want to hear what y'all have been into.
Yeah, the Murakami was a nice play, jumping on for that live stream. I was looking at those two. Um, on a similar like kind of streetwear fashion front, I went in on a Kith Friends collab with one of my buddies, which I think, let me check the floor. It was up this morning. But if you're not familiar, Kith is a really cool streetwear fashion store out of New York, and they did a collab with Invisible Friends. Um, so it's got some gear. It's kind of similar to the Adidas token that they put out with BayYC. So you can redeem it a few times a year and get the gear. And it looks like the first set of gear is like completely free, but they did it by sizes, so it was pretty cool. Um, got in at I think 0.72, and it looks like we're up to 0.95. So we bought in I think Saturday morning. Dropped on Friday. They also listed some one of ones, which were pretty dope, that they auctioned off. I think one for every storefront, and the auctions got up to like 20, maybe 30 on some of them. But yeah, hella dope if you haven't checked it out.
Cool. I think yeah, I need to look into that. I remember you texted me about it. I need some more liquidity, but those fashion NFTs look like more people are starting to move into them and just come up with their own.
Yeah, I mean, huge name in the streetwear industry. And like even some of those ASICs that like Ronnie Feig collabs with go for hundreds over retail if they're like really limited edition and stuff. So I got a feeling that this will be a hell of a like long term. It was just a complete no brainer to me at sitting at 0.6, 0.7.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that ends up playing out, especially if it ends up keep going up. We got a comment from Up Only Wag Me saying that he fucked up and bought a chimper at the top. Um,
Whoops.
that's one of those projects I was actually looking at, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. Have y'all looked into chimpers at all?
On Chimpers, yeah, I saw them. I think right after Dingaling posted, right? They were at like 3 maybe, and they popped up to like 3.5. And I was thinking of pulling the trigger because, I mean, when Dingaling jumps in, it's like, all right, time to jump in. But
D-Farmer was backing it too. There were some pretty high-profile apes that were backing Chimpers on Twitter.
I fuck with the Chimpers. I think it's solid long term. I mean, hell of an artist in the space too. Already cool collabs with Bored Apes plus like Rolling Stone.
They have a Bored Ape collab? I'm like super out of the loop. I need to learn more about Chimpers.
No, so I'm pretty sure Timpers HD on Twitter, right, is the artist or founder.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
yeah, that's right. Timpers. Yeah, Timpers.
That was it, right? So when the Rolling Stone did the Bored Ape like art and cover, I'm pretty sure he had one of the features in there. Like, I think it was like an ape sitting next to like a vending machine, kind of in like new retro wave vibes. It was pretty dope.
Yeah, you're right, man. I know he did one. I don't know which one.
Okay.
But man, I like it too. And this is one that I guess their community manager has been messaging me about trying to jump on board, and there's all these apes that are into it. And I was like, hey man, I'm not in. So when I saw the floor at 3 the other day, I was like, God damn it. Like, of course I should have done something to get on that white list. But I like it, man. I like pixel art, and I think the art is solid, and I feel like it could be something for sure.
Yeah, just having Timpers as the guy that's doing the art is such an advantage for them, especially whenever you compare it to or their website to other things. It just really draws everybody in, and he can create that kind of atmosphere for the community just based off what he does every single day. And there's not a lot of projects that can do that, and I think that's probably a big advantage for them. One of the reasons why I like 10KTF so much was because they have an artist behind that also, who is going to be. He's making Beeple's making every day, so he's in the lab every day. I'm sure Timpers is probably the exact same way, and that's going to keep the creative juices flowing in that community. I honestly might think about getting into this also, but I don't really know too much about it. The website didn't have that much information.
They have a roadmap, man, and they
Oh, you can click on the planets. Okay, there we go. I'm so dumb. I didn't even scroll down when I was looking on their website.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so cool. There's definitely some more stuff I got to look into then. But no, it seems like they got some good stuff going for them. It's definitely a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's for sure a vibe.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, of course it sucks when you buy it at 3 or whatever, and then it drops to 1 point something. So that's shitty, but it seems like it's got some potential for sure.
I would have to agree.
Goblins are probably sucking up some of that instant liquidity. Anything that 3.5 to 2.2 is for sure flowing to Goblin Town.
Yeah, I think some people are starting to get impatient with some of the projects that haven't had many announcements, and it's just you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's the what have you done for me lately? Like, yeah, absolutely.
Devs must have just forgot about us.
So I've got the 3 Moonbirds. So I got airdropped 3 of those oddities yesterday.
Oh, dude.
And so they were selling for like 5, 4, 3. Then they got down into the 2s. I sold 2 of mine. I sold one for 3.5. I sold one for 3.
Nice.
So I could have done better, but I'm happy with that, man. It's a collab with Grimplin, and so I feel from everything that Kevin Rose has said, it feels like this is just kind of like a side thing. They do have a companion drop coming, and I feel like a lot of that price action is people speculating that this is the companion drop. I don't think it is, and so if it is, if I'm wrong, then hey, that's too bad. But I mean, if this Moonbird's companion drop with Grimplin is, worth 3 ETH and the Cryptodes are worth like 2 ETH, like, to me, that doesn't add up. I feel like these will probably fall. So I grabbed a duplicator, and I'm trying to decide what to do with my other 3 ETH.
Oh,
And so I'm going
nice.
back and forth. Yeah, but
How much did you get the
duplicators,
duplicator for?
I got mine this morning for 2.78, and
Oh, let's go.
it's been falling. Now it's two. You can get one for 2.72. So I mean, it's right there. But I think that I thought of that just because what you guys were saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, Doodles. I think Doodles is a blue chip, and I want to
Yep.
have a chance to pull something rare, even if it's just this one. Like one of those Azuki beans sold for 40 ETH yesterday. Like,
Dude, you're not
No
lying.
way.
yeah. And
Oh
so
my
I'm like,
god.
this is our, the Doodles beans or whatever, or mutants,
I mean,
whatever you
that's
want to call it.
especially crazy though, too, just because of the whole Azuki situation. But yeah,
Yes.
I hear you,
Yeah.
man. And I mean, fuck, you're going to NFT NYC, right? I'd get a
Yeah, I'm gonna
duplicator just
go.
to avoid those long ass lines because Doodles at South by party was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't go, man. You went, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, no, I definitely went and waited in line for like almost 2 hours to get in. It was
Oh
like an
shit.
hour and a half wait. I mean, everybody in line was cool as hell, but I didn't have a Doodles and I was missing out.
Doodles killed that
So
IRL experience. I think anybody that went to South by, even the people that don't know about NFTs, like Doodles was the main thing that everybody remembers.
For sure. For sure. There were people showing up, a lot of people that you were just kind of bumping into, and they're like, we just came by to check it out because it looked so cool. And now, like, we want NFTs, which was
Yeah.
cool as hell to hear.
That's like the
so
only thing
what
I've seen Doodles really do.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you guys. What do we know about the Doodles founders? Like, are they somewhat doxxed, or are they legit? Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like so much of their success is based on South by Southwest on the party.
Um, so their lead artist is Burnt Toast,
Okay.
who who's kind of an OG, or is an OG, and in a similar structure almost to like Cool Cats, how they got Klon. Uh,
Okay.
Burnt Toast is kind of that for Doodles. The other guys are docs. They did a Q&A at South by that was solid. And then, I mean, I'm by no means Doodles Maxi. I hold no Doodles. I wish I did. But sounds like they've got a bunch of cool stuff in the works, like from animated series to Disney rumors to a lot of who knows what. But I think that as a brand, they're doing a phenomenal job.
Hmm.
It does seem like the Disney type of NFT project. There's always something with it. I don't know. I fud Doodles at every chance I get because I still don't understand it. So I'll take my shots there. But I don't know. I don't know much about. I mean, I tried to do some research on him last week, and I don't know. There's just still some piece missing, and I'm not even sure what it is. That's why I don't think I can come up with a concrete idea about this thing. Just
Feel
so
you.
Yeah,
many
there's
question marks.
I'm kind of in the same place, and that's why I'm really satisfied with just having the duplicator. And
Yeah.
based on like the message I sent you guys, like they're they're saying, hey, if you have the duplicator, you're coming to the party. Like that's membership, and so I think that's a good sign. Like I'm not going to go all in and buy a doodle at this price, but yeah, I'll be in the ecosystem and see what it's like.
Hell
See,
yeah.
I'm also looking at the same in the same price point at a Cool Cat. I don't have a cat.
Nice. Yep.
I feel like they're blue chip long term. Totally, a lot of people are undervalued. It seemed like they crushed VCon, which seems like a total vibe after everybody was talking about it, but kind of FOMO'd on VCon a little bit.
I'm surprised at how many people went. I didn't know there's that many Gary Vee fans from the NFT community.
Yeah, they had a good showing from Twitter. I compare like weighing that versus NYC, like there was no way I was going to choose VCon over that. But it seemed like he put on a good show.
Yeah, I was in the spaces earlier, and somebody was talking about how this was the coolest conference that they've ever been to, hands down. Like, damn, that's pretty bold.
So, where are you guys at on NYC? Are you guys in, or are you guys still trying to figure it out?
I'm gonna get tickets in the next couple days. I'll be there for sure.
Nice.
I need to.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in as well. I'm not sure where I'm staying yet, but
Yeah.
or if I'm gonna get an actual conference ticket, but I'm definitely going.
I'm not gonna get
Nice.
a conference ticket. I feel like the parties are the way to go because
Right.
the tickets usually are super expensive, and we're just here. You get to hear people talk every day, and I don't really trust the people that they get to talk to us. So I think the events are going to be the coolest part of it and save some money also.
Yep, agreed. Yeah, it was. I think the early bird ticket was 500, and I think it's gone up since then. And so, yeah, I'd rather put that towards my flight. And man, 4 nights of Ape Fest. I mean,
That's a lot of nights.
Moonbirds. Yeah, there's a Moonbirds party I'm gonna miss. I'll miss at least one of the nights for that. But otherwise, I think 4 dates are gonna take precedence. Like, well, how do you guys think they're gonna do it? Do you think they'll have like music acts every night, or how do you think they'll do everything?
I have no idea. I mean, last year it was kind of like one big party at the end with all the music, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they'll do the same type of thing, like maybe some small events leading up to it, like how they had the pop-up store, the one day, the yacht party, either like later that day or the next day, and then just end it off with a bang.
Damn. Yeah. I think we lost Kaizen.
Yeah, he looks like he's been having some
Drop
connection
that.
issues today.
Did you? Was it just me, or
He's
was
back.
that K going back and forth?
Was what going back and forth?
Like the K for Kaizen was
Yeah,
like,
it was going back and forth for
it
me.
was like going back like quickly. It looked like an X almost. I was tripping for a second.
Yeah.
I just rugged myself, so that might have done it.
That was probably it.
Solid.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
we're solid now.
So, is there anything else that you guys have been doing this past week, or any projects you've been looking at?
Man, let me see. I've got my eyes on a lot of things, and I did. Hey, just for the record, I don't know if I told Ty yet. I did get a monolith.
Oh shit! Nice pickup.
Those have been up.
An OG
Okay,
one
good.
or the Nike one?
I did the OG, man, just for the chance to pull, a rare serum for the shoe.
Yep.
Or vial, I guess. But I got the second. I got the robot, which is I think human is the base, then robot's number 2. So I was happy with that. And so I think I ended up burning about half an ETH for the difference if I just would have bought all 3 things at the floor, for the chance to pull something really valuable. So I thought that was worth it. So we'll see what happens, man. I ultimately, it was all the buzz about the Louis Vuitton collab that they're doing. And so I was like, man, if this has anything to do with Louis Vuitton, like I want to get it, even though I know it's a slim chance and probably isn't this. But that was enough for me to say, hey, I need to have one of these.
Yeah, that'll be crazy if it does happen.
Yes.
And you never know, because when with the 10 KTF Gucci collab, the mint price on that thing was 1 ETH, and then these NFTs that we have are 3 ETH, or 3.7 now. So it seems valuable enough to have something of that caliber in it.
Yep. And so I sacrificed a dog again. I sold one of my dogs for 8.5, and the floor was like 7.5. So I got a little value there. And then through that, for 7, I got the monolith.
Solid. Yeah, I think when we first talked about these, that was last Monday maybe, and I think the monoliths were like 5.9, and
Yep, I think you're right.
The other ones were 2.7 because you couldn't quite go up. It looks like the Nike ones close the gap a little bit. If we double up, it's a little bit more expensive than 7.2. But I mean, the dog for that seems like a really good play for sure. And yeah, I
Especially
saw
because
them.
we don't know the future value of whatever comes out of it. Yeah, because
Agreed.
like if you think about it and you keep holding the box and you keep getting more boxes, then it's just another chance at pulling a rare out of the next drop. So
Yeah, their airdrop pyramid
it's
is strong in that breakdown, bro.
yeah, it's just crazy upside if you can just make it to the next airdrop and then get lucky. And that's like been my strategy for what I've been trying to do with the Murakami flowers, because the unrevealed ones are selling for like an ETH higher than the floor. So if you open a unrevealed flower and get a floor, it's like a 1 ETH loss, but the upside is so much crazier. Like you can do a 3x on reveal if you have certain things.
Did yours sell yesterday? Your dollar sign one?
It didn't. I only kept it listed for a few hours, and
Yeah, it was
then
shortly.
yeah, and the longer I've been looking at it, the more I'm realizing that it's actually pretty rare. Like I'm pretty sure it's top 400 in the rarity ranking, but Rarity Sniper or whatever hasn't refreshed yet, so I can see it. But the floor on it's 8, so I'm technically up by 3 ETH. So that's why I wanted to reveal the second flower today to see if I'm gonna double down on the luck, or if it's
Yo,
gonna
right
lower it
now?
to a 2 ETH win. Yeah, I mean I'm down if y'all.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah! All right,
it.
let me see if I can get the screen pulled back up.
All right, reveal.
I'll show you all the one I
What's
got
the mutant
yesterday
floor
real quick.
while you're at it? What was that mutant floor?
The mutant
Mutant
floor
strong.
was 17.93.
Oh,
I haven't been paying
Yeah.
attention to the mutant floor lately, so I didn't even know it was that low. I
fuck.
thought we were around like 19 or something.
Yeah,
So
I've
this
been
is
trying to sell that death bot. I just every morning I drop it and it just makes my stomach sink. So yeah, I've been watching mutants closely.
oh, I gotta check that out. I didn't know you have one, or the Deathbot one.
Yeah, it's on the M2 death bot floor. So if
Oh, I
anybody
saw
out
it.
there listening,
Yesterday. It's a
Those
nice.
M2s
please.
are hard to move sometimes.
Yep.
I had a DMT M2 that I had to just trade down for floor floor M1 plus ETH, just because it
Okay.
was the only way I could move it.
A DMT M2.
Yeah, it was the one
Cool.
based off my ape.
Should have hit me up.
I should have.
Yeah, those
I
are
think
down
this
for
was
like
this was a while back. But yeah, how much do y'all know about the Murakami flowers? I'm still
not
not
much.
100% on this. What about you,
Not
Ty?
much.
Not too much, but with Murakami, um,
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been rationalizing it. I was looking at some of his other art, like what it sells for,
mhm.
and he'll do like he has prints that you can buy. They have probably around 30 to 60 editions on just some random ones, and those sell for almost 10 grand each. And comparing that to the flowers, the floor is 3.8 ETH, I think, which is like 7 or 8 grand. So I think they'll hold their value just from being associated with his name, even though the supply is way higher, because I think he can integrate it into some other stuff. He's
Yeah,
talking about he's going to start developing, producing online digital games. December this year, he's got a game coming out with a LCD monitor. It's probably not going to be any huge thing, but I'm just kind of betting on the fact that he's going to do something cool that he learned from the artifact people. But the thing that I said yesterday about his artworks are designed so there's mechanism would start working after his death
that's
makes
fair.
me just want to have at least one and just hold it forever just to see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good play.
It's such a weird thing I've never seen before. But yeah, let's do this reveal. Let's see if we get lucky. All right, boys, let's do this. Can y'all hear that gong, or is it just me?
No, I can't hear
I
it.
don't hear it.
Okay, it's part of the website. It's kind of annoying, but it's all I can hear right now because it just keeps ringing a gong in my ears.
So it's counting the gongs? Is that what the counter is, or what is that?
Yeah, so every time the number goes up, I get a new gong noise in
No way, dude.
my ear. It's just spamming them. I think the transaction just went through, so it should reveal in a second. This thing just like pops right up on the screen when it's done.
We gotta like get another one and do it again with the volume on, just so we can hear it.
Yeah.
I got the one from yesterday on it. If y'all end up checking that out. No. All right. This is my reaction to this flower. Oh well. All
You
right.
just
So
what
that's
was
a
that?
floor
The
piece, I'm
reaction?
guessing?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is this is a nice floor piece right here.
So
All right. Well, that's the one I'm going to be selling. So
It looks pretty nice.
now we
though.
know.
are you think you're gonna re-up and sell this and then add some ETH and do it again?
I'll probably end up selling this and just keeping the other, or maybe I'll keep the other and then buy a new flower if I can sell the other one for 8.
Yep.
Because then if that does happen, then I'm still up about 2 ETH. So we'll see.
And
But
then
yeah.
long term, just hold the one.
Right. Yeah, I'm just glad I at least got this one for now because that one looks kind of swaggy.
Yeah, this one's clean. This one's really nice.
Yeah, the whole thing was this eyewear. So the different rare things in this collection are it can have a costume, it can have eyewear or mouthwear is what they call it. And if it's got any of those, then it's pretty good. So the eyewear was like there's only 22 of them, and that's what gives these the value here. But one of them actually sold for 8 ETH yesterday, so it seems like that's a fair price for this. But yeah, we didn't get lucky today.
Hey, it's worth a shot, right? You got to go for it.
It's part of the game. I'm glad we at least got lucky yesterday because that usually does not happen for me.
No, that was a nice pull. It was a vibe yesterday between the Goblins and the Murakami pull. Yesterday was nice.
Hell yeah, bear market. You got to take some chances.
Yeah.
Damn. So guys, I'm in a negotiation that just popped up with a guy trying to get a toad from him.
Oh.
So I'll let you guys know what happens, but yeah, we'll see. I'm going against my new system of floor, of course.
Uh-oh, what are you going for?
Making a play for a hoodie again.
Oh, shit.
So.
Oh, the hoodie toad?
Yeah, I like the hoodie toads.
Hell yeah. How much are they selling for?
There's one for 4.69, and let me see. So there's 10 listed in the collection, and there's only the whole supply is shit, man. There's like 60 of them, I think.
Dude, that sounds like a steal. Just off tops, 4.
Yeah, like knowing the historical prices that people have sold them before, that's a steal.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see if I can. Yeah, I appreciate the support on it because I'm really twisted. My head's twisted about it because I want to buy floor, but I'm like, fuck, man, like that's just over like double the floor price to get something that's pretty rare. So
yeah, but that's kind of like going for like almost a gold if it was an ape. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
So I see. In that case, it kind of makes sense, and it's low. It's bare right now. Good time to get in on these blue chips. Toads kind of always seem to be going between like 2 to 3 anyways.
Yeah, and the time to buy rare is during these dips.
Yeah.
So I think I think I'm in agreement that it's probably worth the gamble.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it, man. I'm gonna try and lowball him and see what he says.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's always fun, man, when you can track someone down that's got a listing. You can track them through their PFP or somehow, like even if it's not attached to their OpenSea. I found this dude this morning and he just responded. I guess he's a whatever, just part-time degen. So I'm assuming he's at his real job, just chatting with me about it.
All right. Well, I hope it goes through, man. I was looking at these toads as well. So,
Are you? Yeah, where are you at on it, man? Are you gonna ape into the toads too?
I mean, I'm like I said, I'm thinking about it between the cats, the duplicator, toads. Right now, I'm all in on Goblin Town. Well, we're up about 0.5 just from the time we've been on the call, fellas. So
Damn.
We like it.
we're at 0.05, but hey, well, let's go.
Hell yeah.
So I got
Definitely have
another
to keep
question.
an eye on that.
Yeah, for sure. What is it? The horde dogs? Are you guys familiar with those?
Mm-mm.
And
No,
what about you, Ty?
no. What is it?
It's the horde, HORDE. And the only reason, man, I keep bringing this guy up, Yield. Yield was like beefing with the horde yesterday. I don't know why, but he was basically saying he's going to destroy their community, that they're a terrible community, and he was going to. His threat was to dump his bag and sell his whole horde bag at 0.01 And so to me, that didn't make any sense. Like, if you just like list your items way below the floor, people are just going to buy them and you're just going to lose money. And so ultimately he didn't do it, but I went down the rabbit hole of like reading about the horde. And so it's like, it almost feels like they want to be like the like anonymous of NFTs. Like it's very like anti-establishment and like almost like QAnon style with these frogs. Like they're like saying that they're going to do all these in real life things, like starting a revolution and stuff like this.
Okay,
So I thought it was
it's ringing a bell. It's ringing. I feel like I
okay.
did see some frogs beefing yesterday.
Yeah, so I thought it was kind of cool, but I didn't pull the trigger. I think it was like maybe 0.1 or 0.09. Um, and that was low enough for me to maybe take a flyer on it. I was just curious if you guys knew anything.
Nope, hadn't heard of that one before.
Yeah, the
So many
horde.
different little cults popping up.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna have to check it out. Yeah, I did like. I feel like this was on the Twitter feed yesterday. Yeah, Yield beefing with these frogs. I'm
Yeah,
I've been
familiar.
trying to get OpenSea to pop up so I can look these things up. It's not
yeah.
working for me right
OpenSea's
now.
been
Been bad.
shitty today.
I guess this is probably an after the stream type thing. I'll end up doing.
OpenSea's down. Yeah, OpenSea's
Yeah.
Yeah,
moving slow.
Well, cool. I don't really have anything else that I can think of. I think next week we could start doing like one of those. Me and Ty have been brainstorming some segments on here. We can
nice.
probably, yeah, we could probably do another one of these next week and then get some of those in here. We got some ideas cooking up.
Hey, I'm down. If you guys want to link up too later this week too, I'm cool with that. Whatever works, man.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
Just want to like get on
I'm
and
trying to get the content out as much as possible. So like, if y'all ever want to hop on a stream or do anything on here, hit me up and we can make it happen.
yeah, let's do it. Sounds good, man.
Cool, man.
All right.
Hey, yeah, man. Next time I have a reveal, man, I'll hit you up, paper, and see if you want to do it live.
Yeah, let's do it. I think live reveals are. I love watching them, so I feel like other people probably will too.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Hell yeah! Well, I know you got plenty of things for that, so yeah. When the artifact stuff drops, we'll be doing a live stream on the reveal for sure.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Dope.
Dope.
Dope. All right, fellas. Take it easy, guys.
Yep.
All right.
Appreciate y'all joining today.
Take care, guys. Thanks.
Yep. Peace out, y'all.